Yeah. Next up is Facebook. That's what I'm talking about. This thing already posted a 5% gain during the normal trading session. After hours, it's fluctuating a little bit. I can't lie. From down and up, it's going very, very, very which ways. It's kind of wild. But we'll take a look at these earnings. Right now, it's up. We'll see. I think it could go down right away. Who knows? But we'll take a hot peek at these numbers and see what's going on. I expected, let's be honest, a big beat. If I'm being 100% honest with you, because this is a prime environment still for this stock, for this company as a whole, and what they offer. This is in fact, believe it or not, prime environment. Whether you want to believe me or not, it just is. So, looking at these numbers, oh, that's right. There was not a chilly. I did not get a little bit of waft of cold air coming through here. I got chills by how great these numbers were. Quarter 3 GAAP EPS of $2.71 beats by 80 cents. Yeah, that's right, baby. It's a big beat. Hate that I said that. Revenue of $21.47 billion, up 21.6 year over year. What is that? It's too good. Beats by 1.6 billion. What is that? That's incredible numbers. It's incredible, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to tell you that. Daily active users of 1.82 billion. That's a lot of freaking people. Hey, Costco. That's a lot of people. Versus a consensus of 1.79. Monthly active of 2.7 billion versus consensus of 2.7. So, 40 million more than expected. Yeah, good stuff. We have their slides. Oh, Facebook, you dirty dog. You got these slides prepared for me, and I want to kiss you. I'd love to kiss you. I'd prefer it be like a Sheryl Sandberg, maybe, not necessarily a Mark Zuckerberg. Sorry, Mark, you're not gonna say you're not. I'm just not into that. Okay, Cheryl, though, if you're gonna hit me up, one of the most powerful women in the country, really in the world, I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Just say it. You see this chart of daily active users and just the consistent growth. It's consistent growth steadily with Facebook, which is incredible to think about. That it just continues to be this beast, and it's actually picked up a little bit in the last 3 quarters than the pace it was going at before. So it only is more impressive as we continue on here. And monthly active as well. You see this big jump here from Q4 to Q1, and how it's just been since then, even growing faster than it was prior to that, which was still growing at a good rate. Really crazy to see that number continues to rise. I mean, that's crazy. Average revenue per user, you see this last quarter, it was on the rise. And a big part of that, too, I think, is because of the ad rates returning. And it's going to be massive, too, once we get back to where we were in terms of last year as far as ad rates are concerned. When we get to that level, the amount of increased users they've been able to add is going to be wild for this revenue line. It's going to be wild, ladies and gentlemen. But average revenue per user, you see growth. They show worldwide, good growth. U.S. and Canada, good growth. That's right, it's good growth. And Q4 is going to be a bigger quarter for them, even, by the way. Europe, good growth. Asia Pacific, which was actually down a little bit last quarter compared to the quarter prior, showed good growth. Let's go. Actually, pretty massive growth. And rest of the world, which saw a big decrease last quarter compared to the quarter prior, saw a good quarter this quarter. Family daily active people in a family, average daily active people. I mean, 2.54 billion. You know what I mean? That's just incredible numbers. What more do you want me to say? Family monthly active, 3.2 billion. Numbers just keep continuing to rise at good rates. Family average revenue per person, ARPP, not confused with the American Association of Retired People. I don't know why I couldn't say that word right without stuttering. But that number's even rising too. Love to see it as ad rates return. Even rose year over year. I'm really happy. The revenue line, again, you see what is crazy about this is that not only they were able to trump the quarter 4 numbers of last year, which is pretty impressive. Obviously, if you talk about total, just compared to what they did in Q3, massive stuff. I mean, that's good numbers. And Q4 is only going to be bigger. And other revenue, you see, including they're various companies, but advertising revenue is the main portion of this. $21.2 billion, the highest they've ever posted in terms of ad revenue, which is crazy, by the way, when ad rates are down. Revenue by user geography. You see overall everything saw an increase, not unexpected at all. Advertising revenue by Facebook user geography. That's right. I mean, it's just growth. It's just growth. It's just growth. And then other revenue actually saw a decrease this quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Other revenue saw a decrease. It's sad to see that, but it's not the main focus of their business. It just isn't. Expenses as a percentage of revenue. Expenses overall, not awful. Not awful this quarter, all things considered. Beat the last 2 quarters, which is good. Nothing too crazy as far as that's concerned, really. So not too shocked. Quarter 1, they typically have a lot of expenses, though. So income for operations saw a massive increase this quarter compared to what they did the last 2 quarters. But still, those last 2 quarters were massive compared to last year's, and this was a beat on last year's quarter as well in Q3. Operating margin saw some recovery. It's good to see that aspect too. I love that. Effective tax rate this quarter, with a lot of asterisks, was 4%. And you may ask, how do they do that? Well, who knows? Net income line, best net income line they're posting here, $7.8 billion in net income. Gosh dang! This company's bringing in more net income than Amazon, by the way, which we just talked about. And the revenue, around 1/5. Come on now. Think about when they're putting up $90 billion in revenue, the amount of net income this company will bring in. And it'll bring in a lot, baby. A lot. Sorry to get aggressive. It's really rude of me. I'm hyped, okay? It's near Halloween and the candy's getting to me. It's too much sugar. EPS line, incredible. $2.71. Incredible EPS line. Capital expenditures, definitely high. Definitely high last year and the year prior. Q3 compared to overall, compared to with how revenue rose, not bad at all. You're talking about a 20% increase in revenue, yet the capital expenditures didn't grow by nearly as much. That's 20%, really, not nearly. Pretty nice. Less than 10%, really. So that's good to see. Free cash flow line, $5.9 billion. Just give that to me. Just $5.9 billion, the best they posted, right to the balance sheet. Just give it to me. You know what I mean? I don't take that out of context, please. And then we look, finally, after looking at the slides, we're going to scroll down, and I'm going to find, you know what I'm here for, baby. You know what I'm here for. So I won't get fined. This one, look on the left-hand side for your current year, and look on the right-hand side for 9 months prior. Facebook, I love you because you're giving 9 months prior, and I love that. I love that about you, and I want to be happy with you. Current assets of 65.8 billion versus 66.2 billion. Slight decline in terms of total current assets, and you see that because of a decrease in the cash position. So they've been spending some money, adding marketable securities. Pretty cool. Total assets in general of 146 compared to 133. That's where you get me, baby. You're increasing your total assets by quite a good amount. And you see the main change there is going to be in equity investments, which are long terms, by the way, and property and equipment. Liabilities, total current liabilities of 11.9 versus 15. You shrank the debt. You dirty dog. You rose the assets, but you shrank the debt. 28.7 billion versus 32.3 in total assets in general. You shrank the debt, you dirty, dirty dog. You. I can't believe it. This company, what they can do. $117.7 billion in stockholder equity is one of the best balance sheets I've ever possibly witnessed. I'll just tell you that right now. Compared to $101 billion. And the fact that they're growing that balance sheet at just such a rapid rate is absolutely incredible. That is I'm too excited. I'm going to calm down. I just love good numbers. You know I love numbers, and that is just literally the premier balance sheet in the market. You can't get better than that. You can't get better than that. The fact that they've got $117 billion in stockholder equity. But you know what I mean? What else do you want to say? They've got incredible 6 times the amount of assets that they do in terms of liabilities compared to liabilities. That's just incredible numbers, and that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you knew I was going to say it, and I was going to say ladies and gentlemen again, didn't you? That's right. The stock's up now after hours. Suck on that. That's why for me, Facebook, you're a buy. You're still a buy. I mean, good grief. Yeah, you are still a buy to me. I don't care what you're doing for me. This stock is a buy. I don't think it's up high enough. I mean, let's be honest. Up only 33% this year, and they're putting up numbers that are incredible. Stock's a buy. 35 PE ratio is a smack in the face to this company, and they deserve to be valued higher. They deserve to be valued higher. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. It makes me want to cry how unfairly this company gets treated. And I will. My fellow marketers, I will be sure to give you your cut. Have a good one.